What's up, Zort? How you doing? I'm doing okay. Just gonna do a little test here. I'm curious to see. Oh, that fear really kills it. We'll do this. This isn't gonna do a lot of damage, but just trying to see if I can get 1.2 million. You know, if we don't get feared, we might squeeze it out. What's up, Gooders? Free to play? How you doing? Alright, I'm gonna try that again. If I can just get... Oh, why don't I just do something different? Why even do increased attack? Why don't I do this? If the fear is the problem. 'Cause I think that's the fear that I can... Yeah, there we go. Get that to land. Do the big AoE hit here. Get the free attack. We don't get feared there. That is not as much damage as I wanted. Why didn't Ninja go that time? Let's see what's happening here. No, Ninja did go. He just didn't do as much damage. Maybe no burns. Well, it's about the same amount of damage. But we got feared that time, so that doesn't matter. Okay, so we do want the increased attack then. And we just have to hope that we don't get feared. That did less damage. I don't know that the poisons will do more damage. I don't think that they're going to go off because they're going to get cleansed is my concern. Yeah, so the closest we got was 600 million. I mean, we still have 2 more hits to go, right? Nope, there they all go. Yeah. It's worth a check. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't... able to do 1 million yet, just to try and get those Mithrala fragments. But once I get... maybe Loki might change that a little bit, but I don't really think he would. So, I realize you got good luck on all your free-to-play accounts. Is this a statement? A question? I'm confused. Well, it's not a restart account, but yes, this is my Ninja free-to-play account. I was just experimenting. You should do that every week. Is my recommendation for a new account. You should check and see, hey, can I do Hydra yet? Right? And what does that mean to do Hydra? Can you do 1.2 million in Hydra? And so, I was 1.67 is what you need in Hydra to get the bare minimum chest to start getting your fragments for Mithrala, but you want to do that as soon as possible because Mithrala is extremely good in this game and extremely good for Hydra. And so you always want to check because the moment you can do it, you want to do that every week, right? You don't want to miss any of those fragments. Don't worry about Hydra Clash. Don't worry about all those big magical things that are beyond you at the moment. Focus on trying to get your your stuff going. But I'm on all 3 accounts right now. So this is my free-to-play account, and then we have the main account right here. So, what's up, Flakes? How you doing? I do want to just give you guys a reminder. I am trying to make a little mini push this month. So over on Twitch, it's called September. Here on YouTube, we do memberships. It's actually cheaper than a subscription over here. I offer $3 memberships and $5 memberships. If you're interested in becoming a member or gifting a membership, it's a great way to support me directly, financially. That's going to allow me to work less, make more content, and go back to the way things were this summer. That's why videos have slowed down a little bit, because I just don't have time to record unless I stay up until 3 a.m. And that gets me in trouble with my wife. So, but I'll be putting those little ones in there every now and then. Oh, Zort. Oh, Zort. Are you about to hear? Are you about to hear how I feel about the summon pool? All right, so I am going to record while streaming, and this is something I just have to do. I have to record after my daughter goes to bed.
Shoot him, Kevin!
Shoot him, Kevin. What was it? Why don't I see an update? I heard it. Are my alerts not working? Well, it worked. But I didn't get to see what it was. Hold on, there's a different chat for it. Let's go to fan funding. Nothing. Well, okay. But anyways, I am going to record my response to that, because not everybody can watch the live streams, and a lot of my audience is not able to watch these night streams. So let's go back over to the free-to-play. Do I just want to make it... It's just going to be its own video. I'm going to make a separate video for the Ninja account as well. How did you trigger it, Skydoodle, without any of my alerts going off? A Twitch Prime sub? Got it. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Well, thank you for that. The amount of Twitch subs I would need to be able to even get one check from them is crazy. But, okay. Now, all right, I'm going to record. So, if I'm not responding to chat, that's why. If you guys that are already here could do me a favor, when new people start joining the chat and start saying hi to me, just let them know that I'm recording. I'm not going to try and keep it that long, but I do really want to talk about this because I have a lot of thoughts and things to say about it. So we're going to start with that, and then I'll do a Ninja one and kind of talk about what's going on with the Ninja account. Yeah, oh, I got an Ancient today. I got an Ancient farming Sand Devil today on this account, on the Ninja account, which is pretty cool. So, all right, we're going to kick in the recording mode. Here we go. Hello, everybody. I'm Roadblock, and this is a Raid Shadow Legends video, or as I like to call them, a Roadblock rant. I'm sure most of you have already seen some videos about what I'm going to talk about, but I feel like I have some particular insight relating to this as a free-to-play player, and I really want to share that insight with you guys because I gotta be real with you, they butchered one of my favorite events. Like, what have you done with my boy? You know? Like, people would always say the summon pool events are not free-to-play friendly, and I totally agree with that. But they were still fun as a free-to-play. They were exciting. I had an opportunity to get a free Sacred Shard that had limitations, right? I couldn't pull it whenever I wanted. I had to pull it during this, and it gave me access on any of my accounts to epics. Epics that I might want. Maybe they're epics I want for the Lady Mikage fusion. Maybe they're epics that are really good, like a Geomancer, for example, or even in this, like a Dicey would really be good on this account. And then you have Rector Drath, who would be good on this account. This is the Ninja account that I'm referring to. Even Doom Priest and Aox, while very niche, could actually be, I think, pretty interesting early on. Again, I do think this is a pretty niche champion, and I use him on my main account for one specific boss. But and then Mordecai is amazing as well. So it is a little frustrating that they made the change. But what is the change that they've made? I'm sitting here complaining about what they've done to Summon Rush. Let me, for those of you that haven't heard the news, talk about what has happened, and I'm gonna over explain a little bit because I do have some of my audience that a friend of mine in particular who will probably leave a comment now that watches my videos out of respect for me just because my friend, but doesn't know what I'm talking about half the time. So every so often, I'd say maybe 2 weeks or so, there's probably a time to it. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. But every so often they do this event called a summon pool. And during this event, you can buy these prism shards using real dollars, as you can see here, or you can earn them in events. Now, usually you could earn up to 2, right? And that would give me the reason it's called a summon pool is when I pull this prism shard, I get to pull from this pool of champions. So if I get an epic champion, and I'm guaranteed to get an epic champion at minimum, a 94% chance for epic and then 6% chance for legendaries, this one being an extra, not an extra chance, but if I happen to pull this one, then this only goes away. I can only get one copy of it. That's why it's that special 2%. But that's kind of how this event works. Now, it used to be you could get up to 2 of these prism shards. Well, they've taken that away. So if you look at the tournaments, you will see here that if it'll load, because I am running 3 versions of the game, so my stuff loves to take its sweet time. But usually it would coincide with a Sand Devil tournament, and in that tournament, you would see that you could get usually enough shards for 1 shard pull out of Sand Devil, and then there would also be what's called a Dungeon Divers down here in the events. And in Dungeon Divers, there'd usually be one here too. Okay? Now, what they've done, instead of getting enough for a full pull from the Sand Devil and a full pull from Dungeon Divers, they've changed it, and that you get half from Sand Devil and half from the Dungeon Divers, meaning you have to do both events to pull only 1. So they've now reduced it from being 1 that you could pull, or sorry, 2 that you could pull, to 1. And I hate it. I absolutely hate it. This was fun for me. Now, the problem, and I want to be clear about kind of, well, why is this a big deal? Just, it's not that bad. Okay, they took your chances from 2 down to 1. Well, the reality is that as a free-to-play player, I only ever did 1 anyways. I would do the Sand Devil one, and because Sand Devil was pretty easy to farm. Even at the level that I'm at, I need 1,600 points. You can see I've been doing a little bit of the farming. We're going to talk about how my free-to-play is going to... I'm going to save that for my free-to-play specific video. This is a rant about the overall thing. But you'll see 1,600 is what I need. Well, if we go into Sand Devil, which I can do at this early on my account, I'm only a month into the account, I can do stage 5, and I can do it pretty quickly. Here we go. I'm just going to run it. This is a very basic team. I've got nothing crazy in here. I've got a level 40 rare and a level 50 epic that's not even fully leveled to 50 yet, right? So we come in here. This is pretty easy to do. Burn him down, right? Like, whatever. And then you're going to see that at the end of it, the points that I get, once we kill him here, so we get 28 points for that. And that cost me 20 energy. Okay? So, I'm making 8 more points than I am, per 20 energy, right? I'm gaining 8 points every time I spend 20 energy. So after roughly 3 runs, I've gained a free run. So it doesn't cost me 1,600 energy, it costs me less. Now, I don't know the math on that. I'm not going to bother to do that. But the point is that it doesn't cost me that much energy. For those of you that don't really know, like, how much is a lot of energy, 1,600 over 3 days isn't that bad. It really isn't. I can totally make, get that from my free energy resources that I get. The problem is that doing Sand Devil, you don't get any points for Dungeon Divers, because the way that they score points for Dungeon Divers is based on the artifacts that you get, and Sand Devil doesn't drop any artifacts or accessories. And so you'll see you get points based on the rank. I'll move myself a little bit here. Based on the rank of the item, right? And so you'll see the points are over here. So getting higher ranking and higher level items, these are the levels of the items up here, equal more points, okay? Well, that is much harder to do, and 3,000 points. Now, on average, depending on where you're farming and efficiency and all that stuff, you're probably getting, I think it's like 0.7 or 0.8 for a Dungeon Divers point per energy. So while I just said that I'm getting 8 extra energy every run, here I'm getting, I don't really want to do the math on it, but I'm getting 0.2 less energy for every, or 0.2 point less points for every energy that I spend. Something like that. It depends on where you're farming, right? It's not an exact number. I'm just throwing out kind of an example. So this is going to be more like 3,200, 3,500 energy, depending on where you're farming. It can even be way more than that, right? This is a lot of energy. I never did this. I was excited. Hey, I get one shot at a legendary. I get one shot at a good epic. I'll take that shot. Give it to me. That sounds like fun. But when you do this sucks. Like, this is too much energy for a free-to-play account, and certainly too much energy for slightly more evolved free-to-play accounts to be using right before a fusion, which is in 4 days. I'm going to have to spend way more gems than I want to spend just to get half of what I need. Oh, and I can't farm them at the same time because Sand Devil doesn't give me points for this either. So we're not even talking about, at this point, we're not even talking about 3,500 energy. We're talking about 35 plus the 1,600, which would be more like probably 14 or 1,500 energy. I'm talking nearly 5,000 energy in a 3-day period. It's nuts. And it's not fun either. Because what has to happen in order for you to generate this, right, is that you're spending your gems on energy and you're setting your game on auto battles. And if you're free to play and you don't want to spend your gems, you're going to try and do as much of it over passive energy gain. So what does that mean? That means for me, for this account, I have a way, it's RSL Helper can farm using what I call passive energy gain, right? Basically meaning that as this energy ticks up every 3 minutes, you get 1 energy, okay? And so you can have a thing that will run every time you get enough energy to run the dungeon, it'll run it for you. And so that means while I'm at work, while I'm sleeping, it'll run. But the problem is that with the way that they're doing this, that means that when I actually want to be actively playing the game, when I want to be in here min-maxing my heroes, leveling up gear, moving that gear around, picking and choosing what dungeons I want to pursue, strategizing clan boss teams, testing clan boss teams, testing Hydra teams, playing the game. Instead, I need to be in a dungeon. I need to be in a dungeon farming because I need to spend, in order to optimally be able to do this, I need to spend every single second of this game farming these dungeons, or else I'm not going to be able to complete this very short, tiny event and be wasting my resources to try and go and get a chance at this. And while this has never been free-to-play friendly because spenders can buy a ton of these, and I only ever got 1 in actuality, but it was still fun for me I looked forward to these summon pools. I was excited about these summon pools. These were fun for me because I had a chance. It was gambling, and it was gambling without spending too many of my resources as a free to play. And now they've taken that away from me. They have completely stripped. I'm okay. This is super pay to win. And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen, right? The big spenders, they see this girl right here. This is Harima. Dominant force in Arena right now. Harima is amazing. One of the top champions in the game. Whales will be buying these prism shards and going all out for this to get as many copies of Harima as they can get, so they can get their +4s, they can get extra copies, they can do everything they, because she's just that good. There's also other good champions in here, but I don't want to make the video too long. But I used to be okay with that. I don't care about what these whales and krakens do. You know, I want to have fun because they make the game happen. So let them spend their money and give me a way to enjoy my time in the game, right? Let me have this one thing where I can grind through these dungeons and get a chance once or maybe twice to pull a really cool champion and get a nice little head start on my account, right? That's fun. That's exciting. That's what Raid Shadow Legends should be, in my opinion. But what they have done by limiting how a free-to-play player can go about it to the length that they've done it is infuriating. I am very, very upset. I'm not going to do any of these events on my main account or my main free-to-play account. Now, on the Ninja account, I am going to try. And that's partly because I need the power-up. I mean, an epic, these are really good epics. I don't want to miss out on them. And so I'll give it a shot. But I do not care about this event. This event is now basically done. I already wasn't spending money on this event on my main account. I'm certainly not going to now. And honestly, they made it better for spenders. Like, there is a mercy system in it. It doesn't carry over. I don't like that. But they made it a little bit better for spenders. But for me, even on my main account, which I do spend money on, I'm not going to be almost out of protest at this point because I'm so upset at this. This is just it. They took some of the fun out of the game for me and my enjoyment. And I know that, you know, I'm one person. It's not that big of a deal. Who cares? And the comments I always see from you guys are, it's Plarium. Of course they did this. Of course they did this, right? It's, you know, well, listen. Players can only take so many, of course they did this, you know? Like, at some point, things are going to tip over. And I got to tell you, if it wasn't for me being a content creator and loving making content and doing this kind of stuff, and having the type of community that I have, this is the type of thing that I'm not joking. I'm not trying to be like, woe is me or doom or anything like that. But this is the kind of thing that would make me like take a step away from a game, you know? I'm honest, content creation is a big, like, World of Warcraft. This game filled World of Warcraft for me. Like, I got tired of World of Warcraft. I stopped playing it, and I happened to come across Raid Shadow Legends, and for the last 2.5 years, maybe 3 years, I don't really keep track of it anymore, but this game has filled that void. This has become my main game. This has become my daily driver game. I play it all the time, right? A new expansion for World of Warcraft came out. I am itching to play it. I want to play it so badly. And if it wasn't for content creation, I probably would be playing it. But I got to tell you, if this happened and I wasn't a content creator, I'm probably saying, you know what? I don't like this. This is too much. And this would have been the deal breaker for me. Now, this may not be the deal breaker for you. This may be business as usual. You may be saying, well, you know, whatever. It's Plarium. We knew they would do this. Hey, that's fine. Okay, this is just my opinions. These are just my thoughts. I'm just sharing my experiences. That's all. But I think if you're going to have this event in the game, I think that's perfectly fine to have this summon pool event. I already said that earlier, but give the free to plays a little something. That's all I'm asking. Just give us a little bit of something. It doesn't hurt anybody. And so I have some theories as to why maybe this happened. I'm willing to bet that maybe they expected this to perform better monetarily, but without a mercy system, it wasn't very advantageous for players to pull during these events. So they knew better and didn't spend their money. So they're like, well, let's add a mercy system. But if we do that, we don't want the free to plays to benefit from it, which we wouldn't anyways because it resets. I just don't see why they did this actually. I tried to make it make sense in my head just now as I was talking. And then I realized like the mercy system doesn't even matter. I would get 2 chances. The mercy system never takes effect and it resets next time you do this. Why can't I have 2 shots? I don't understand. So I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy about it at all. And I wanted to just put that out there. I really did because I don't know that I've been this mad at Raid Shadow Legends in a long time. So anyways, hey, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for being all the subscribers. If you like my content, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I promise you, I don't go on these rants too much, but I really wanted, well, I try not to go on these rants too much. They happen more often than they should, I'll admit. But I do try to not go on these rants. But if you like my content, please consider subscribing. Also, let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts on this? You know, how do you feel? Am I being over dramatic? Am I being, you know, too much about it? And be sure to like the video as well to try and get this out there. I would really like Plarium to hear this message. I don't think they're going to hear my message, but the community's message, like, hey, we're not cool about this. Like, we're not okay with this. You know, you wanted to make Dungeon Divers more energy, fine. You wanted to make these things more, fine. But we liked the way this was. You know, you added Mercy, great. You took it away from the free to plays, not so great. Okay. So the last thing I want to say is I am making a small push right now. So over on Twitch, where I don't currently stream, but over on Twitch every September they do a thing called Subtember, where they're like a big promotions for people subscribing and stuff. Well, while I'm not streaming there, I kind of want to keep that like spirit of that event alive. So for this month, the month of September, I will be, you know, asking for people to consider becoming a member of the channel. I offer 2 different price points, $3 and $5. If you become a member and you watch my live streams, you won't see ads. I'm working on trying to figure out a way to do shout outs for my members, like, you know, like a credit roll at the end or something like that. But if you were interested, if you ever thought of like, man, I like Roadblock's content, I wish I could support him a little bit more than a subscription, the best way to do that would become a member or even gift a membership, right? Sometimes that's all it takes. Somebody sees a membership happen in chat or a gifted membership and they go, oh, that's cool. I want to be a member. I want to help him out with a little bit of, you know, a tiny little bit of money. So I realize this is a free-to-play channel and not everybody here is about spending money on stuff that doesn't actually help you. But, you know, I do want to ask because the more that I can get supported monetarily, the more content that I can make on a consistent basis, the higher quality content I can make as well. So anyways, enough about that. Thank you all so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. One last thing before I forget, because I almost did, I am going to be live streaming Tuesday night will be shard pulls. I'm pulling void shards on the free-to-play accounts. And then when Wednesday morning stream, which is at 10 o'clock, and Thursday at 10 o'clock Eastern time. So 9:30 Eastern time, Tuesday night, and then Wednesday morning, 10 o'clock Eastern time, and Thursday morning, 10 o'clock Eastern time. I have live streams. Tuesday is shard pulls, and then account takeovers on Wednesday and Thursday. So please come be a part of those. I'm very excited about those. They're always more fun when we have people there hanging out. So please come see those, check those out. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Okay. Let me catch up on chat. You got an ancient from I saw that. Hello, Tig. What's going on? Instead of ranting to account takeovers, says Josh. Here to hear a rant. Hi, Blocky. I'm here for it, though. Really actually enjoy your content. Not fake. I appreciate that. I try to be not fake as not fake as I can be. I'll tell you, I do curse a lot more than you see me curse on this channel. I'd like an account takeover on the Twitch side through channel points. I don't believe I offer, and I wouldn't offer an account takeover through channel points on the Twitch side. The channel points don't do anything for me financially. If I'm going to do an account takeover, I ask that people become at least members of the YouTube channel. I'm completely skipping these bozo events. Already lost 52 ancients on Armands. I'm sorry to hear that, Squibble. I did have a clanmate that got Armands from the 15x. So I'm sorry that you were unlucky. These events are really unplayable. I agree. What up, everyone? What's up, Nick? Very well said. Stream on Twitch. Gooders, I don't stream on Twitch, and I used to. So for years and years and years, that's how I got into Raid Shadow Legends, right? I used to stream on Twitch. I did it for many years, probably like 7 years I streamed on Twitch back when I was still in the military. And basically what happens is I stream to 2 people. And granted, I've built the following by making YouTube videos, but here's the thing I love about YouTube is that the discoverability is better on YouTube. So far, I've been streaming for a little under a half an hour. I've already had 41 people come through this stream today. I usually average about 200 people that come through my stream because the way YouTube does things is people that are watching regular YouTube videos get recommended my live stream. And so YouTube has better discoverability, and more people get exposed to my content here than if I'm on Twitch. Now, I am looking into streaming on both. The only reason I haven't is because I like YouTube as a platform a little bit better. And I don't like that Twitch raised their subscription costs, and I don't like the way Twitch monetizes some of their stuff and the way they bomb you guys with ads. It's just, I don't know. I actually prefer it over here on YouTube. I am still affiliate over on Twitch. I could, restream and do Twitch. I don't know. I know you guys want me to, so you can give me your Prime subs, which I appreciate. But I like having everything kind of centrally focused in one area. I don't want to have to keep remembering who my Twitch subs are and also who my YouTube subs are and YouTube members are, and it just gets complicated in my head. But I'm thinking on it, so maybe in the future I'll expand that way. But you're getting a better deal if you become a member over here than you would be. I mean, I can't do a better deal than a Prime membership, but you do get a better deal here on YouTube cost wise than what you would be paying for a subscription on Twitch. Let's see. I got a 6-star soul for Rector Drath and was gonna grind for it until I saw that garbage price. I got a 6-star. Oh, yeah. I hear you, Flakes. Yeah. I just renewed, but nothing popped up. Well, thank you, Josh, for renewing and continuing your membership. Yeah, my alerts are being a little wonky right now, so I apologize for those not working because another one went off earlier and it didn't work. So, I just renewed, but nothing. Yeah, sorry, I read that one. If people subscribe on Twitch, they don't get ads. I know they don't get ads. You don't get ads on YouTube as well if you subscribe. Prime subs. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. What's up, Roadblock? Going to be switching between you and Kirsten? I don't know how to say that. AKA Doc Moreau, if that's fine with you. I don't. You guys do you, man. Look, I appreciate you guys being here, but I got to, as a viewer of people on the internet, I understand that it's not always a priority. And I go out of my way to watch my friends sometimes on their YouTube channels and their Twitch channels and whatnot. And I can, at a certain point, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go put on a movie. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. So don't feel any obligation to be here watching me. If you're able to, I love having you here. It's fun. I'll respond to your comments. I go out of my way to try and do that. If you can't be here, I totally get it. Moist Critical made a very interesting video about the plus side of streaming on multiple platforms. I almost sent it to you on Discord. I have heard this, and my friends do this. In fact, they stream. I tried to stream on TikTok and this at the same time, because TikTok's platform I could run at the same time as this. The problem was the way that I was trying to do it with TikTok, this camera couldn't stream to two platforms at the same time. And so that was a problem for me. However, streaming over on Twitch at the same time, I do want to do as well. I know Blazin does it. I use him. I guess I could call him a mentor. You guys feel free to tell him that. But yeah, like we've been talking a little bit, and I've been watching and seeing how he does stuff. He asked me about how I did some stuff. It gets a little more complicated with the system that I use. So Stream Elements is a system that I use. They don't really have like a restreaming platform that they offer, at least not to my knowledge. And so I'd have to use a second app to restream. And I mean, you saw it yesterday when I was playing Overwatch. Like my computer isn't, or Saturday when I played Overwatch, my computer isn't exactly keeping up these days. So I may have to figure out another way to get some more power out of my system in order to stream two different feeds. Maybe restream isn't that demanding. Yeah, Corrupt. I played Overwatch on Saturday. I didn't announce it or anything. It was a very impromptu thing. I have an old squad. The guys that stream that I talk about, I watch them and then I get bored and watch watch a movie. But yeah, those guys, I used to play Overwatch with them. We didn't have a falling out or anything, but I was like, I wanted to rank up higher, and unfortunately I did. I say unfortunately because I wasn't able to play ranked with them last night because they're in like bronze, silver, and gold, and I'm platinum in Overwatch. But yeah, I played Overwatch. Their fifth couldn't make it, so they asked me if I could come play, and I was like, yeah, sure, and I decided to stream it. Very impromptu. However, that being said, there has been a lot of demand lately for me to play more games. So it's entirely possible that a Saturday night stream of me playing anything but Raid Shadow Legends may become a thing if you guys keep supporting that. So if you are interested in supporting it, if you want that, you just need to let me know, okay? And I'll play more stuff. We'll play Overwatch, we'll play Deadlock. I'll even play Baldur's Gate. XCOM is what I really want to do. I really love a series I did way back in the day about XCOM. But anyways, let's see. Yeah, so, all right, we're caught up on chat. The Roadblock rant has ended. I will post that video. I know a lot of you already watched it, but I will post that video tonight before I go to bed. Do I really want to do a Ninja update? I don't really think I need to, right? One video should be enough. That way, if I have to upload two videos, it means I'm going to be up for like an hour beyond stream time, and I don't want to do that. I do have work tomorrow. Tomorrow's stream, we can be a little more relaxed on time because I'm off. Well, but I have to wake up Wednesday to do account takeovers. And tomorrow's going to be shard pulls. I'm excited about that. So for those of you just joining us, we're up to 25 views tonight. Welcome, everybody. Video will be coming out today about my rant that I went on, but we will be pulling shards tomorrow during the 2x event. Maybe I want to talk about that. I think I do. And I don't want to do it in the shard pull video because I feel bad artificially making those videos longer than they need to be. You know what I mean? So maybe I record. You guys want me to record something for the Ninja Block account and talk about why I'm pulling shards tomorrow? We're up to 9 voids. Let's do some missions too while we're sitting here. I don't think there's any voids in there, but we need to do the Force Keep. Let's see what stage I can go up to now. I'm mostly just seeing if I can do this stage. While that's running, I don't really care to see it specifically. While that's running, let's go over to either the main account or the free-to-play. This is the free-to-play. I want to check Siege and see how prepared we are for tomorrow. So 52 out of 60. we should be 56 out of 60. So we do still have some people that haven't. Oh, hey, let me send this message out. This is a reminder. If you have a weak reserve team in for siege, take it out before the end of the night. We'll guarantee our top reserve teams get chosen. All right. All right, so I've placed my teams for this, and I've placed my teams for this account, I'm pretty sure. Yes, okay. I spent 1,000 energy on Dungeon Divers and made 826 points. Yeah, like I said, it's about 0.8 points per energy for Dungeon Divers. And so that's, like, usually, tournaments are a 1 energy to 1 point ratio for regular tournaments. The turn attack tournaments you can kind of cheese and get good rates on. That's why I'm able to get good rates on the I got 8, right? I got 8 over my energy. If you look here, stage 25, this is 20 energy. I'm doing it on this account because this account's more consistent than my free-to-play. I'm not going to farm this. Like I said, I'm not doing these events on my other 2 accounts. It's like a mini protest. It's not really going to hurt anybody, but it's the only way I can think of if Plarium looks at it and says, oh, wow, our play rates during these events have gone down, right? Can your alt account join my clan? How good is your alt account? I am recruiting. I haven't been posting about it because I've just been too busy with real life, but... I will let you know we're making major changes to our Clan v Clan participation, so we're only going hard for personal reward Clan v Clans now. We are asking that people be saving during non-personal rewards Clan v Clans. So... You're the only clan member setting conditions in your siege defenses? Yeah. I give full reign for my clan to do that. Oh my god! I almost forgot to set our own defenses up. We're gonna do that as soon as this is done. But I wanted to prove my point to you guys about how the energy works for turn attacks, right? Okay, so this turn attack is done. I spent 20 energy, and I got 42 points. So I got 2 points per energy. 2.0. I actually probably do the math on that, but like probably 2.0, 2.1. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Either way, I got more than 1 point. Or I got more than 2 points per energy for this. So that's very good for me in terms of the tournament. But Dungeon Divers is 0.8. So you're spending more energy than you get points. And I already hate that about Dungeon Divers. It's even worse when you up the point requirements for Dungeon Divers. And so what the thing that they're doing is they're really nickel and diming us. And it's getting more and more frustrating. You know, as a low spend free to play player. Ninja alt, you want to know how many ancient shards I have? I have 28 ancient shards right now. Josh, you never finished selling me on your alt account, my friend. I'm serious. I'm recruiting. I don't know if I could get you in this siege, but if I could, oh, before we forget, let's go do that. Let's go pick our siege stuff that we want to do. So, I'd love to be able to do something for Magic Tower 1, but we won't be able to. So we've got Magic Tower 3. Okay, so post 15. So here, I don't care about giving you too much of my strategy, I guess, but Magic Towers, these are meant to boost post 15, okay? So post 15, we've got 1 Spirit, 1 Magic, and 2 Voids. To be completely honest, I don't know that I can do much for post 15 here. But I don't want to give them no upgrades. Hold on. Am I on the main account? Okay, this is what I was like I'm looking right at it and I'm like my brain was not putting 2 and 2 together. So that was on me. Okay, bonus category 1. So don't need that because her magic champion is Ancora. The resistance of force and magic champions don't need that. The accuracy of force, nope. HP and defense champions on the defense team cannot land weak hits on enemies under Hex. No. Turn meter fill effects are increased by 50% when used by Tolarian League or Galen Pact. So I always need reminders on these. So Tolarian League, Galen Pact. So not White Queen and Narcissus. So that one doesn't matter. Rare and Epic doesn't matter. Ignore Defense doesn't matter because it's Force or Magic. Force it on the defense or immune to decrease defense. Okay, so there really isn't anything here that will help that much. But I don't want to just not use the energy. So what other teams do we have in here? We've got, okay, a Spirit Affinity Nuker and a Magic. Okay, Rocky's using a Magic Affinity Nuker, so we're going to give him a bonus. So we're going to go crit damage of Force and Magic champions. We'll do that one. Now back here, I'd like to get some survivability. So let's do... Are you bringing Hex on this team, Red Light? Yes, you are. Okay, cool, cool, cool. No weak hits. Not that that's a thing because you're Void, but... No, that doesn't make any sense to bring. It really doesn't. Yeah, we'll go with this one. No, we won't. Tolarian League, Galen Pact. Yeah. For our immune to decreased defense, let's make your Ancora harder to kill. All right, there we go. Well, it's not there yet. It's about the same as your ninja account. Oh, no, no, no. I'm sorry. I do not. We cannot. Yeah. I'm asking enough out of my clan to let them carry my ninja account. I'm probably gonna have to take it out of the clan. My alt free to play has 4.1 million player power, 151 champs maxed, and 3 mythics. Would that qualify? That would more than enough qualify. How are you 4.1 player power with 151 champs? 60. He didn't say 6. Oh. Wait. He did say maxed. Yeah, that's a good... Yeah, Skydoodle makes a good point. You might not have any gear. Alright, so the other places that we can do stuff are the defense towers, and that's going to be it. Can't do the stronghold because it's not repaired. So if we do this defense tower, what does Hugh have? So all voids and an Armons. I think there's a turn meter one, right? are increased when used by Tolarian League or Galen Pact. Just confirming Tolarian League is Barbarians. Turn meter, fill effects. Yes, we want to make Armands better. Maybe weaken the enemy Armandses. That sounds like a better idea, right? Yeah. I think we'll do that. Because my best counter to Armands was Armands, so let's go ahead and take that out of the equation. And then defense tower 5. This is me. I'm Roadblock. All right, so what do I want for my champions here? So I definitely think resistance of force and magic champions is going to be better because I have 3 force champions that I would like to have high resist. But defense would be good too. Ignore defense. I thought there was like a decreased defense can't be applied. But that's not true. Ignore defense are decreased when used by force or magic champions. Ignore defense are increased. No. Turn meter. Probably resistance, I feel like. Resistance of force and magic champions is increased by 50. Probably my best bet. I need to stop marketing to free-to-play players because y'all don't y'all don't buy memberships. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. The turn meters of force and magic champions on the attack. No. They changed some of these. The making immune to decreased defense. I think they moved it, or it didn't. I don't think it existed here before. All right, we're gonna go increase my resistance, please. And then I want to check something because there was one before. There it is. Yeah, force and magic champions are immune to decreased defense. I loved this one. I used this one. Oh, I still get that technically, but it's going to be removed before they hit defense tower 5. But either way, this is a tanky team if you can't reduce their defense. Just saying. All right, boom, boom, boom. Everything I could possibly give a buff to has been buffed using our mana. So, yay. All right, with that out of the way, back over to the ninja account. I need to push as far into force keep as I can to give myself maximum chance at scoring the superiors. I've been playing since beta started, and one thing I've learned is that player power means almost nothing. I think player power is a good way to judge how much gear and champion someone has, but I think it has no bearing on who's gonna win a PvP battle. So I have my 2-star blessing on Loki. I'm wondering if we should start using him, even unbooked. He's almost level 50, and I could put Brimstone on him. for some extra clan boss damage, which we're up to 10 million a key on Brutal. I really want to record. I know I asked you guys and no one answered, so after this test run, I'm just seeing how far we can get here. All right. We are going to record for the Ninja account. As long as I'm off at midnight, I'll have time to upload these. Yeah, I'm going to record for the Ninja account. Because I do have some stuff I want to talk about on the Ninja account, right? And it's not just updates. I also want to give information about like what I'm doing on the account, why I'm still doing the summon pool even though it sucks. So, yeah, let's talk about some stuff. All right, just again, I ask if you guys can tell chat. If anybody shows up new in the next couple of, 20 minutes while I record, just let them know, hey, I'm recording. I'm not looking at chat. Because it's important to me. I think one of the most important things that I do on this is to try and talk to chat as much as possible. If I'm playing a shooter, I understand why people can't do that, but nothing drives me up a wall more than when I'm in someone's chat commenting and they don't respond. And it's my own friends that do this. It drives me nuts. Hang on one second. What you making, sweetie? Is it steak? Could you set some aside for me? Thank you. I might end stream a little early. My wife made steak, and I'm hungry. Don't ask us why we make dinner at 10:30 at night. All right, let's do recording. Hello, everybody. I'm Roadblock, and this is a Raid Shadow Legends video. We are talking about the Ninja account. Now, I've already given my opinion in a different video about the summon pool. I'm not happy to summarize that video, but I went into more detail about why I'm not happy and what I'm not happy about. Please go check that out if you are interested in my thoughts on it. This video is going to be more focused on the Ninja account and what's going to happen over the next couple of days. Right out the gate, I want to let you know that Tuesday night, I will be pulling shards. That's going to be at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, so that's tomorrow. I'll be pulling these 9, hopefully more, if Clan Boss is nice to me, Void Shards, and then I'll also be pulling Void Shards over on my regular free-to-play as well. And I wanted to touch on that a little bit because I have heard some, I posed this question to the Knights of Teleria podcast. Shout out to them. Somebody remind me to put a link to that in the comments, but I've been a guest on there before. I hope to be a guest again soon. I'm trying to figure out my life, but either way, when I asked them, they all looked at it from a perspective of, am I going to pull shards for Odin? Because he's a 10x on the event. We're going to have a 2x Void Shards and then a 10x for Odin. But I don't really look at it that way. I look at it as just, hey, this is a 2x event. I want to pull my shards when I have the best benefit to myself. There is no other benefit where I'm going to have a better chance at pulling epics and legendaries than 2x events. And I think I talked about this a little bit in the last video, so I won't go too heavy in that. But I wanted to say that's why I'm pulling. It's irrelevant to Odin. I'm not chasing after Odin. I'm not going to pull a bunch of shards on my main account going after Odin. I'm good there. I just want to pull shards because I have double chances of improving these accounts in particular. So that's why I'm pulling shards during a 2x. Now, generally in the past, because of how I am with shards, I save up enough that I'm still able to do, this is the free-to-play account, I would, if I had gems to do the fusion. I don't. That's another story for another video or another account. But if I have 13 sacreds on the free-to-play and 13 as well on the lucky 13 on the main account, right? I save those up to do summon rushes for fusions. So, and then I also pull those during 2x events. So if you're farming clan boss at a good rate, Nightmare, Ultra Nightmare clan boss, you're able to generate sacreds at a good rate that you can afford to spend during the 2x events and still potentially be able to go for the fusions. If you're not good about saving your shards, if you are low on shards, if you don't, spend them a lot outside of 2x events, then you may not have what you would want going into a fusion. So you have to make that choice. Every account is different, but for me, pulling during 2x's don't usually hurt me in fusions. I mean, you guys have seen it, right? The only thing that hurt me in the fusion on my free-to-play is that I chased after End of Moonbeam. That's the only thing that hurt me. And what did I do? I pulled shards outside of a 2x. There you go, right? Proof is in the pudding. So, let's talk Ninja account, though, because that's the account we're here for, and I haven't even talked about it. So, what's going on right now? So we have one of my favorite events going on, which is the Summon Rush, but it's way harder now for free-to-play accounts to get rewards from this Summon Rush. So we did this before, and what happened when we did it before? The last Summon Rush we did on this account, maybe not even the last one, 2 Summon Rushes ago, we got Hefrak. Great PvP nuker, super excited to get him, and I was looking forward to another chance to get it. We're not going to get that chance. Well, we might not get that chance. So let's talk big picture. Let's take my opinions of what Plarium is doing out of the equation and look at the resources in front of us. I can gripe, I can complain, I can mope and cry that they made it harder, or we can try and do what's best for the account. Now, good news is, at the very least, we can get enough crystals from this one that if they continue this trend, which I hope they don't, I'll be able to get a pull next time. I hate it. I don't like it, but 1,600 points here, pretty easy to get. I've already done a little bit of farming in it. Okay. Now, currently, I'm still farming Sand Devil on stage 5. I did try it at a higher difficulty. I wasn't able to get close. He does too much damage. Takes my champions too low, even with lifesteal. However, stage 5, I can farm 20 seconds. I get 28 points for 20 energy. So we're going to get a good rate on that. So at the very least, we'll get Sand Devil done and get the points that we need from there. Dungeon Divers is where they've changed everything. They ramped up the requirement for Dungeon Divers. I'm very upset about it. This is going to be like 3,500, if not 4,000 energy, because I'm not farming at an optimal stage of points per energy, right? So I'm farming on stage 16 or stage 13 or stage 10, right? Depending on the dungeon. Obviously, I'm going to do the dungeon that gives me the most points, but well, that's not entirely true. I'm going to do Dragon because Dragon's going to give me lifesteal gear, which will help me build my clan boss team in lifesteal gear so that they can take more turns. So this is not a guarantee that I can get this done in 2 days. And I say 2 days because I've done very little farming towards it today. And you're talking about me spending all of tonight doing Sand Devil. This is not going to be the easiest for this particular free-to-play account. Or any of my accounts. If I'm being completely honest, this is not going to be doable without spending a chunk of gems. I'm not happy about it. Like I said, another video. But I will do the Sand Devil portion, and then I will do this farming dragon. But I also need to make sure I'm prioritizing the account first. What does that mean? Well, missions. So as you can see, I need to win 5 superior force potions from stage 13. Now, good news is that gives me energy. Bad news is it might cost me more than 150 energy, so it's a net loss. But this is more important than anything else, because we need to get this done today or on this reset before tomorrow's reset or else I'll have to wait several days again before I can do that. And then, furthermore, running Sand Devil and doing Dungeon Divers means that I'm not leveling champions, and I need to get 4 rank 6 champions right now as my next mission. That's a big holdup for me, and I am not close right now. If I was to upgrade the rank of one of my 5 stars, I have no food ready to go. And I've got 1 3-star ready to become a 4-star, but I don't really have food for him. I'd like to farm up some 2 stars to be food for him. All my energy has been going to other stuff lately. I mostly level stuff when I'm actively playing the game, and because of the way these events have been going, and because of my own life schedule, I haven't been actively playing Raid Shadow Legends. And so I've been passively playing it away, using multi-battles or the equivalent and generating stuff that way. So it's a really rough spot for me. Good news is, once this is done, and hopefully we're done during the fusion, we're going to have a couple of champion training stuff coming through. We'll be able to focus on leveling up champions then, using all my active energy to do that. Just grind out, and we're pretty quick in. I mean, I can spend 20 minutes, put on a YouTube video, grind some campaign, and we can farm up some champions. So might take a little bit more time than I would like it to, but we'll get there. As far as any additional help regarding that, well, I need to upgrade that guy to rank 4. We're gonna do that actually right now, because I could use the energy anyways. So we're just going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to use these chickens, believe it or not. If you know my free-to-play, you know I don't use chickens, but this is a short-term account, so we'll do that. Get that there, because the reason I did that is because I have done it before, where I have done I've done my dailies 5 times in a row, but the weekly I never ranked someone up, and I missed the weekly by an extra day. Boy, does that make you feel stupid. So I don't want to risk that. But yeah, all the relief that we would get from, 4 and 5-star chickens are already used up. Legendary book soon. But yeah, we're a ways away from getting any extra help. So I'm going to have to be leveling, 25 4-stars, basically. So we've got some work cut out for us before we can get our next 6-star. And we're going to have to get to work on that. Now, hopefully, we'll find some chickens along the way that'll speed things up, potentially. But, yeah, that is the plan as soon as this event is done. And I'm going to tell you right now, if I even get the inkling, even if I just am unhappy with how Raid's going. Like, here's the reality. This is a game. It's supposed to be fun. Doing Sand Devil one night, overnight, while I'm sleeping, that's not unfun. I don't mind doing that. However, grinding dragon or whatever dungeon you want to do for 2 days and not touching the game because you need it to just keep running dragon is not fun for me. And I want to play my video. I want to play my game. And so if it feels like, hey, you're not going to be able to do Dungeon Divers the way that you want to, you're going to have to spend some of these gems, which I don't want to spend, I'm not going to do it. I'll take my 20 points. I'll see you in 2 weeks or whenever the next summon rush is. Or summon pool, sorry. I'm not happy about it, but that's what I'll do. Because I want to prioritize me having fun in this game over any of Plarium's BS. So good news is, if that's what happens, then I'm just going to be leveling champions. And leveling champions isn't exactly the most fun thing, but it is exciting when you know that at the end of the tunnel, you're going to have a new champion that's really going to open up your account. So my next 6-star will be Tyrell. I just don't see any reason to go with anybody else. First of all, he's the only one that is a 5-star right now outside of Armiger, that I don't really see a reason to take the 6 stars. There's an argument for Half-Rack, but it's I don't have books. There's no reason. Half-Rack's fine without books. It's just not. Oh well, he's better with them, but he's usable without books. But I think Tayrell is the right choice. He's already exactly booked out as I want him. So 6-star him. One thing I wanted to comment on, one of you made a really great comment for me. And by the way, I did want to give you an update on Clan Boss. We do have War Master. And somebody pointed out a very, very great thing that I didn't even realize myself. Well, I knew it. It's one of those things that you know, but you just don't think about it because you're just being late. I'm being lazy, I should say. But I could have gotten War Master much earlier. I didn't have to go all the way to 950 scrolls. I could have gotten War Master at, I think, 5 something. They said it's in the comment if you want to check that out. But that was a great point. So keep that in mind. You could get War Master and unlock that early. I'm just very, like, singularly focused, hyper-focused, I think is the term for it. So I'm like, yep, cool. Run him through Minotaur, or them through Minotaur when they're done. I'll put their masteries in, right? And so that's not the right way to do it. Get your masteries as you go. Make your champion stronger as you go and see those results. But let's see those results. Now, do I have a key? Yes, I do. Thank you, game. What have I done in Clan Boss today? And we're at 14 minutes. Okay, so we're not going too long or anything. So Brutal today, I did do this late. And you'll see, unfortunately, only 19.86. Now, it was a good affinity for me, so it didn't really impact me that much. But 19.86, I need 21 million. I do have to use another key. But you'll notice that is a way higher score than we've gotten across 2 keys, because we have War Master now. The only additional change that I need to make to my Venomage is to get Venomage in better gear. Preferably lifesteal gear. Now, I do want to actually just really quickly, I always say really quickly when it comes to this kinds of stuff, and then I take a look, and all of a sudden my video is 45 minutes long. So I'm going to try and do my best. But we have speed boots with some accuracy. I think I have a defense % chest, no accuracy on it, but this is going to be survivable. We've got crit rate and crit damage. I'd like to have maybe some accuracy here. And then not really any ideal gloves, if I'm honest. Speed and attack. Accuracy and resistance there. I'm just looking to see if there was a way that I could get a somewhat reasonable lifesteal build. I was mostly looking to see if I could keep the perception set, because both of these pieces rolled really, really well. I don't know about my other perception pieces. I might have some good ones in here that are better. That's a really good piece just in general. So I'm going to... Yeah, see, that's really good. I'm going to toy around and see if I can get Venomage in a lifesteal set. And I'm going to show you why. Because both my main damage dealers are in lifesteal right now. I don't have a leech yet on the account. I don't have a healer yet on the account. So before you guys say anything in the comments, which I appreciate all your comments, I'm just answering your comments before you put them, because you're going to say, well, just run a leech. Just run this. I don't have any yet, but this is the team I'm currently running. I am heavily considering finally taking Spirit Host out. She doesn't do anything. Loki is almost 50 and does more than what she can do, or what I'm using her for right now anyways. So very likely that I bring Loki in. He'll also give me some survivability with Perfect Veil. But let's go ahead and run this really quickly, so you guys can see what the team is doing. Sorry, I'm laughing. I'm actually recording this while streaming live, so I got to chuckle at a comment that I just read. But man, while you guys watch this, I got to tell the person in chat that is my sense of humor to a T. You have no clue how much I make jokes like that. I love making jokes like that. Me and my wife will go back and forth with jokes like that. Like, one of my favorite things to say is when somebody drops something and I'll say, hey, you dropped that. And then, like, hey, I don't know if you know, but you dropped that. Anyways, all right, so you'll see this team looks pretty good, right? Tyrell being, healthier will be better, right? We'll keep this decreased attack up longer, decreased defense up longer. I know we get that also from Venomage, but two sources of it isn't bad. He's defense-based. He's going to be tanky and survivable. But you'll see, like, we do pretty reasonable damage for the team when you consider the fact that I don't have any healing. I don't have any of, like, the essential stuff that I would want. So, and we are getting the damage reduction out of Venomage. When Venomage places this heal reduction, that causes anyone under that heal reduction to do less damage. So, but if you notice, Kale and Ninja are staying very, very healthy, but both of these champions aren't. Now, it's very clear that they're capable of staying alive, but they are not healing up as much. And why is that? Because they don't have lifesteal gear, right? Lifesteal gear is just the easiest way for me to keep my champions alive right now until I get a leech or until I get a dedicated healer. Maybe a Rector Draft if I can be lucky enough to complete this Dungeon Divers event, right? That would be a really good addition to the team. And she might pair pretty well with Loki in the future. Now, you'll see, like, obviously, Kale still dies here. It is what it is, but there's that 10 million I told you guys, and then, that's about as far as we can go off of lifesteal. But think about how much more we would get out of Venomage, who does a lot more damage now with War Master. Still not Kale level, but better. And then, if we had Tyrell surviving for the whole fight as well, right? So, Spirit Host, like I said, does nothing. So, Spirit Host is a very easy replace. Claude is going to be the eventual replacement for that. But until I get that, Spirit Host is really just here to give me extra speed. But I'd like to make the switch to Tyrell to get the defense aura. So, this is going to get tinkered with. But right now, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. 10 million a key. Major improvement over what I was getting before. So very happy right now with the output of that team. We just need to make some minor tweaks and changes to get it better. And those are broad strokes that we need to take. So because I'm going to be off Tuesday and Wednesday, I'm going to have more time to tinker then. I do work tomorrow. I think I've already mentioned it at the beginning of the video, but I'm going to mention it again just in case you didn't catch it. I will be pulling shards Tuesday night, and then Wednesday and Thursday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time. I'll be doing 2 different account takeovers, one on Wednesday, one on Thursday. Please come hang out and watch those. They are always fun to watch. I'm looking forward to recording them, and yeah, just overall excited about content in the next coming days. I feel like I haven't made a lot of content lately, and now I'm like, I got to record 2 videos because I have so much to talk about. So, as always, guys, thank you for watching. I hope I'm giving you guys some ideas of what you're going to do over these couple events and couple of events and so on and so forth. So, best of luck if you're pulling shards tomorrow. Please come hang out and watch me pull shards. Who knows what we might get? They're always fun. I've had good luck on void shards in the past. I'll rip these headphones off in a heartbeat. You'll see it. So, all right. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video. Oh, real quick. Sorry. I'm really bad at this. Outros are not my best. Look, I am pushing for memberships on my channel right now. Basically, September is a month where people tend to push for subscriptions on Twitch or memberships on YouTube. I'm pushing for memberships on YouTube because I'm a YouTube content creator. I like it here. I'm happier here. It just suits me better. But if you've ever considered, like, I'd like to do something nice for Roadblock, or I'd like to, like, support his channel in the tiniest little bit of way, even if just for a month, please consider becoming a member. I offer 2 different plans, $3 and $5. You can sign up, become a member. You could get an account takeover if you want. You can also gift memberships if you already are a member to try and give other people chances for takeovers, or even just to let them ignore ads while they're watching me, like you guys are doing right now. But anyways, yeah, just consider it. I appreciate everything you guys do. Please consider subscribing as well. It's the best. It's actually the best way to support me if you're not looking to it monetarily, which I totally understand. And not everybody can do that. I get that. So But at the end of the day, just thank you so much for watching the video, and I look forward, hopefully, to seeing you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bro, I gotta figure out how to do effing outros, man. All right, give me one moment. I'm gonna scarf down at least one of these steak tips. By the way, Joshua, I don't know if you know this or not. I don't have a Leech champion. Oh man, so many of you guys are in here. I eat one steak tip and everybody leaves. Okay. Well, we still got plenty of time. It is very yummy, man. That is my. I love my wife's steak. She, like, growing up, I don't remember what age it started. I hated steak as a kid. I hated beef. Like, I liked burgers, I guess, but really, I was more of like a chicken nugget guy. And then at some point, my palate switched, and I had a real steak, like a T-bone or a porterhouse, and I fell in love. And I was like in my teenage years, so maybe early teens, maybe mid-teens, and steak became my like favorite food, and so I would just take it upon myself to grill. So I would my parents would buy T-bones or porterhouses, and I would take them out on the. I would do it even as a teenager. I was using the grill, not my dad, not my mom. Like I was grilling for the whole family. And I'm not exaggerating. I loved it, and I thought I was really good at making steak. And then I met my wife, and I am a weak little baby boy when it comes to cooking steak, and she is a brilliant, masterful genius when it comes to making steak. I love the way that she cooks steak, and I can never go back to what I was. That's actually not true. She still has me grill. Right now, we live in an apartment where we can't really grill, but back when we had a that's not like a financial thing, by the way. That's a military thing. We got moved to a very expensive place to live, so we're in an apartment. But back when we lived in the Midwest and we had affordable places to live, we had a grill. We had a house, and a grill, and we were able to. She would have me grill quite often. So, let's see. We've got chat. Hey, before your video comes out on Clan Boss with Venomage, I asked you'll do around 10.7 mil now. Tyrell is still going to die early in the fight, though. You cook 32-ounce ribeyes at work almost every day. That sounds amazing. Ribeye, so I used to love porterhouses. Now ribeye is my favorite steak. Bone-in ribeye, especially. All I do is break down meats by hand and cook crazy dishes for my job. Yeah, are you a chef? That's a good question that Nick asked. I'm so glad that I'm done with Cursed City and now Dark Fae on the main account. I like having that little break after you've done every possible place in Cursed City and you can't do anymore. I like to just ignore it. Oh, look, guys, I rebuilt my Seer, and I have a whole new wave clear team that honestly is it's actually going to take too long for these particular waves. So we should probably go with the faster team. But yeah, I've got double cooldown refresh with a bunch of buffs for Seer now. and she's much better built than what she was. So that's actually my best time. So maybe we just go ahead and let her cook, huh? You'll put a picture in Discord to tease me? Okay. In your 19 years. Hey, make sure you chew the steak before you swallow. Zort, I gotta tell you, I am pretty bad about that sometimes. Like, I've never choked, but there's definitely been times where I was like, I should not have swallowed that. That is the the limitations of my esophagus. How do I have her coded? I love that I call it coded, and it's just how presets. But yeah, that is not an efficient preset right there for turn 1. I should fix that. All right, we're gonna let that run. I'm gonna do the same thing on the free to play. Oh, shoot, I can't look right now. Can I? Will they tell me how many shards I have available? No. Okay. I think I pulled another void today, so I might pull a couple of shards on the main account tomorrow. But I'm not going like all in for Odin or anything. Although the odds are slightly better in when you get the rare progressives and 10x's, they're better because there's a smaller, not rare, sorry, void progressives and stuff because there's a smaller pool. So that's usually a little better. You tried downloading RSL Helper and it didn't work. So did you get it from the Discord? And yeah, oh, thank you for reminding me, Zort. It's a prioritization thing for me. And I will admit that Ninja makes it so much easier. If I don't have Ninja, I'm probably not doing some of these missions at the level that I'm able to do them, right? But yeah, it's just prioritization. You look every day before you do anything, before you spend your energy, you check and say, where do I need to spend my energy, right? And so right now it's Force Keep. And so I'm just pushing to see how high of a stage of Force Keep I can get. I'm going to eat another bite real quick. Well, before I do that, let me check. Yeah, so RSL Helper, it's gotten better. It's been a long time since I installed it, but the part where you get the Sacred, I don't remember what that mission was, unfortunately. Yeah, RSL Helper is a pain because it's in a different language and it's very annoying. But one thing I will say is that you want to make sure that you want to start raid using RSL Helper. Oh, this is a tough stage. I just noticed that we're pretty low. I think we, yeah, I don't think we do this one. Even if I pass this, Good. Actually, I'm gonna force lose this because Ninja might solo this here, but I don't know if this is efficient. All right, maybe. If Ninja can solo it, maybe. Like, he's getting real low. So my concern is that I'm going to keep farming at this stage. And it's always gonna come down to Ninja soloing, and one bad run means we don't clear it, which is never fun. Part of it, Zort, is also knowing what the future holds, which I know sounds crazy to say, but I'm not saying I'm psychic or anything, but I'm saying if you know, hey, I'm going to need to 5-star ascend somebody in the coming weeks, months, then you don't 5-star ascend that one champion. And you just wait. Yep. Yeah, we can't farm here. Which is annoying, because my brain is going to see stage 16 and be like, yeah, we can farm stage 16, and we just can't. Can't find the download link anymore. Man, RSL Helper, it's one of the most, like, frustrating things to find and figure out back in the day. Everything about it feels so sketchy because it's such a... All right, this feels accurate. I do not fully endorse this. Like, I feel sketchy doing this because I don't want, like, you to get a virus and it be my fault. So I'm telling you right now, I have not checked that, but that seems to be as accurate as I can find. Farbstoff is the guy that makes it. All right, hold up. Let me go. I don't have a chat. Roadblock, how do you feel about doing 100 million damage to Clan Boss for the Arbiter mission? Well, the great news about that mission is that you don't need to do it all in one sitting, and you can do it across multiple keys. Now, there's also, I think they give you a minimum requirement on it. I just want to multi-battle this, or do I want to be conservative? Let's be conservative. Let me show you guys how to use this a little bit. So we come into RSL Helper, and I need to get 5 superiors. So I'm going to type in here 5. And then I'm going to say run effective resources. I'm going to hit play. So it's going to stop when I get 5 superiors. And what that's going to do is going to save my energy so that I can use it somewhere else. And we're just not going to look at that for the rest of the night. Now, if it doesn't achieve that before I go to bed, I'm actually going to change that and say farm it all night. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I don't want energy to be unused overnight. I would rather it be used. Even if I'm getting more potions than I need, I'll need them eventually. So it doesn't hurt for me to get more potions than I actually need. Oh yeah, I totally do this. Boop. I don't think I ever bothered to build her. I know he's built. I know he's ish built. She's ish built. And we'll take one of the cold hearts, but they're not really meant for this. Oh, let's go Soulbound instead, because she's got a stun set too. Should be able to do this. Yeah, you can also use as many keys, so you can use gems. You can do it during a clan v clan week when you get 2 extra keys. That's usually a great time if you're, only able to do you know, a couple million a key. It says 100 million on Nightmare to get Arbiter. That feels really steep. I don't know about that off the top. Well, you know what? We can look this up. Raid, Shadow Legends, missions. Bet you Ayumi Yellow Love. Yeah, there we go. All right, we're gonna do Clan Boss. Okay, that didn't work. Control F failed me. Deal 100 million, so that's the final one. Deal 100 million damage to Demon Lord on minimum difficulty Nightmare in 24 hours. That does seem quite steep, but I'll say I'm doing 10 million on Brutal right now with only 3 champions actually built. So if you give me shields and you give me a consistent, you give me speeds and good gear, like I'm still rocking 4-star gear. Like it's doable. Yeah. It's not I don't think it's any. Yeah, if you're saying like in order to get to that, you're telling me that I can farm stage 20 on auto of every dungeon. I can do 100 million on Clan Boss on Nightmare. Yeah. I don't think I'll tell you right now, Gooders, I did not have to buy keys for my other accounts to get that done. I think, but if if you're able to farm level 20 dungeons at that point, you're going to be getting the gear that you need to do that. So, yeah, 100 million on Nightmare. Yeah, I didn't realize it was Nightmare only until just now. Well, I mean, I did like I've done the missions before, but like I said, you don't actively think about it, or at least I don't. Okay, we're on the main account. Did we? Sorry, Doom Tower. I still had to kill the boss. Yeah. I love this. This is my favorite team. I love this team. I wish I could use this on hard, and I probably could if I actually took the time to build it and actually used it the right way. No fun. I wanted to see how the bombs go off, but it's the first stage of Doom Tower. Not gonna happen. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to think at the point where I'm doing stage 20 dungeons consistently, like 10 times on auto, that I'll be able to do 20, somewhere in the 15 to 20 million per key in Clan Boss. And like if you want to get really technical about it, like you could use your 2 keys at midnight or whatever the 24-hour period is, and then generate 4 more keys that day. So you have 6 right there. And then if you do it during CBC, you've got 2 more. Like, yeah, it's totally doable. I'd say right now, if I was to do a test run on Nightmare, I'm probably doing 3 million a key on Nightmare, maybe 4. I mean, it's a really good affinity for me right now. Sorry, I'm on the main account. And I was like, oh, I have a key, but I don't. Okay, let's see. Someone just got Freya in my channel. That's funny. Man, they grinded very quickly, Dungeon Divers. Well, or they paid. I use Loki instead of Spirit Host, and he makes it so much easier to get things done for Arena. Yeah, I think I just need to build Loki way faster. So let's check on the status of what we've done so far on Ninja Block here. So we come up in here and it'll tell me we've done 3 runs so far. It usually will tell you how many. Oh, there's 3 right there. No, those are the baby ones, right? Yeah, that's the middle ones. Sometimes it'll tell you how many you've accumulated over the course of it. I guess it doesn't. It does that for scrolls. It's not doing that for me right now here, but still. What are we talking about? Loki instead of Spirit Host. Yeah, I think if I make Loki fast enough, his turn meter stealing should be enough to give me an advantage. And the block active skills as well. It's the aura that's the concerning part for me. Yeah. Oh yeah, Freya would be amazing on this or even my free-to-play account, I think. I really like Freya's kit a lot. My main account, she doesn't do anything for me. I mean, she does, but it's just not stuff that I really like want to go after. For me, like my mentality is, you know, like Nergigante Archer. They're not comparable, but the big thing is a cleanse, really good. Also block debuffs, right? On the main account, I have Pythion, so don't really need this. But the turn meter fill, 20% is a lot, and I'll tell you right now, I'm running Ancora for a cleanse and turn meter fill, so this is better than Ancora. Plus the block debuffs is also better than Ancora by quite a bit. And then you have the increased defense on all allies. I do like the AoE hit. Put her in a cursed set. Like, I think she's really good. I do. I just don't know on my main account that she makes the cut anywhere. But on my free-to-play, she definitely is the main key on a second Hydra team. Especially with her counterattack mechanic. How's it work again? Am I crazy? Yeah, counterattacks when this shield buff placed by this champion is removed by damage. Yeah, which is going to happen a lot in Hydra. So she'll get a lot of free A1s, which if you've watched me use my Wixwell as my Hydra provoker, it can be annoying not to be able to use some of his abilities and have to be reliant on only using the A1. Hang on 1 second, guys. What you doing, dude? That. Sorry to cut off in the middle of that. My dog got yelled at, and I wanted to make sure everything was okay. He was just getting in the trash. Okay. Yeah, no, I think Loki's going to be good in Arena. I 50... We already read that. Yeah, it's one of those things where she is great if you need a champion like her, but a lot of us that have been playing for a while already have a champion like her, and I think that's the big kicker. It's the same thing with Thor, right? Thor really feels like a champion that we've already got. Now, there's some really cool mechanics in there, but am I going to go? I mean, I can't. I'm already, out of it on the free to play. I don't know. If I didn't have Georgian and Sun Wukong, I mean, okay, let's say if I didn't have Georgian, I'd probably go for Thor. And I push my account to its limits because I think he's going to be good. I think he's going to be. I don't think he's going to be meta, but I think he's going to be more like Rhonda, right? Like Rhonda really helped a lot of early accounts where Sun Wukong is not only helping early accounts, but also being like used in high level arena. Rhonda, she has her place. I'm not shitting on Rhonda, but Rhonda really felt like that more entry level to a nuker type champion, right? Um, and I don't know that she makes the cut as much in high level over champions like Sun Wukong or Georgian for that matter, right? But she's, it feels kind of in that realm to me. Um, 54 sacreds. Hell yeah, man. For me, the biggest thing is that like on the main account, I don't want regular non-void legendaries anymore. I just don't. And that's what's the elitist, I guess, maybe, but yeah, it's just hard to invest resources in non-voids at this point. Oh no, Hyper. I'm totally saying she's good for you. Absolutely. I've taken your account over many a times. I know how good she can be. I know how good she would be for my free to play. Freya would be preferable on my free to play. I I mm, mm, mm. This is where it gets tricky, right? Am I willing to give up a Void 2X? We've seen how good that can be for me, right? For a chance that I can dump every single shard on this account and get Freya. And I need a cleanser. Like, yes, I have Mithrala now, and Mithrala's been doing good, but this is a cleanser that also brings block buffs, which I think is really good. And we haven't talked about her being used in Arena much, but I could see her being used in Arena in the same way I use Pythion in Arena, right? You get the cleanser, you get the big shield instead of healing from him. No revive per se, but that provoke, especially with the counterattack mechanic, could be really annoying. I don't know if you have ever gone into Arena and had to deal with like a really souped up Molly, but yeah, that can lose you a fight real fast. Provoke is very annoying. So I don't know. It might be tempting to go for her over Thor. I mean, obviously I'm not going for Thor, but I still have 4 days to get 800 shards, 700 shards actually, or not shards, 700 gems. Who knows? Stranger things have happened. The problem is I'm like boycotting events right now. By the way, let me do this before I forget on these two accounts. I'm annoyed that I don't have room to summon your bog standard. Do I have food for you that's not expensive? I do. I don't want to use the gnarl horn, so I don't. I can use these, though. Is that enough room? No. Are you going for the 2x tomorrow? Yes, Hyper. I'm going for the 2x tomorrow. I'm pulling the shards on stream tomorrow night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. So if you want to come hang out, you've seen how those shard pulls can go for me, right? What 2 legendaries am I going to get on a casual 10 pull this time? No, I just jinxed it, but still, funny to joke about. It's worth it for the joke.
Shoot him, Kevin!
Shoot him, Kevin. Hey, Alfie, it looks like. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. I think, if I'm not mistaken, guys, I'm going to pull up my studio here. Because I think that might be putting me... Oh, we are at 1397. We are almost at 1,400 subscribers. Very excited about that. I know I've been focusing more on talking about memberships lately, but very excited about hitting 1,400. That's actually going to surpass one of my friends who is a content creator when I do it. So let me look up his channel really quickly. He might be streaming right now too, but so he is at 1.47 thousand subscribers. So that would mean 1,470 subscribers. So not quite beating him yet, but if I can get 1,500 before him, I'll be happy. So I don't think this was in response to what I just said, but I came back and Flake said never going to happen. And I was like, you're telling me I'm never going to get 1,400 subs and I'm 3 away? I'm heartbroken, but I think you're talking to something else. Hard Hydra team. All right, give me a second, Skydoodle. Only if Plarium had some heart and launched a 2x on Ancients during Champ Chase. Wait, what? No. Okay, so hold on. A lot of stuff's getting thrown around in chat right now. Every champion chase, to my knowledge, has been tied to a 2x event. Now, while they are giving us this 2x void event, I still think during whatever champion chase they do for Thor will be correlated to either Sacreds or Ancients. Obviously, we don't know, but they will, like, they're not going to give us a champion chase and have no 2x event on that. If they did that, that would be worse, in my opinion, than what they just did to Summon Rush. I'll tell you that right now. I don't even want to look at it now, Skydoodle, because you're using Suzerain, and he pisses me off. I know you were, Flakes. So some of you, I think, are on a delay, or maybe my stream's on a delay. It's not supposed to be, but it does feel like I'm falling behind a little bit. Okay, no, Sky Doodle responded very quickly, so there's no delay. Okay. But I would double check and make sure you guys haven't fallen too far behind the actual live. Because I think I'm behind on the live on my studio. All right, so that is the fusion warm-up. There's some more energy. We need to make sure we knock that out on the accounts before I forget. No. Pretty sure this is the main account. Oh no, I know it is because I had way more gems than I would have had, or way more stuff than I would have had. All right. Also tomorrow, yeah, still at 120 void shards. So unless I get another void shard by tomorrow, I probably won't pull for voids on the main account, and I don't even think I'm close to a void in tag team at all. So we did get a big, we just get a bonus today though on bars, but yeah, no, I'm not even close. Still 2 days away too. So. Hold up. If you beat my Hydra score, that's pretty good damage. Red light. I will get a void shard today at reset. Not enough, but you can never know. Did you know that you have energy on your main? Oh, how much energy do I have on my main account? Are you about energy or gems? Or are you just hitting me with my lovely sense of humor? Oh shoot! I still need to pull 10 more of these. I get silver and energy at a decent enough rate on the main account that I don't need to spend my passive energy like I do on the challenge account. I don't do it on not challenge account, on the ninja account. On the free to play account, I don't do that anymore either. I don't farm stuff overnight. By the way, did you do that on your ninja account? You're talking about pulling these champions? No, I did not do that on my ninja account yet. But that's because the ninja account is running dungeons right now. So the ninja... Hold up. How badly does that make you want RSL Helper? Got what I needed, and it said, we done. We out. So now we go back. This is I'll show you how to do this on RSL Helper too. It's a little more complicated, but so I need 1,600 of these, right? So I come in here, I go ninja. And then I do... Oh, I need to go to the dungeon, so hang on. All right. So this thingy, and I find Sand Devil, and I say, I want to go to 1,600 points. On stage 5. Go. So now it's going to stop whenever I hit 1,600 points. As far as summoning the shards, I can do that later. Message retracted. Pretty bad. That's what I got. What's up, Vodka? You missed a fun stream today, man. I went on a rant about the summon pool. Mards? 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 What is this blasphemy? Alright, listen. But he can't even do 1 billion on normal. Okay, so maybe he put up 1 million on Nightmare, but, you know. Whatever. Who cares? It's not a Trunda team. It doesn't count. Alright, we need to run my 3rd keys for the night. Sleeping on my way to work. Right now, I have 4 Sacreds, 2 Primals, 20 Voids, 40 Ancients, and 500 Mystery Shards. If I want to go for Thor, do you think I can afford to pull some Voids tomorrow? Relatively new account. I'm going back and forth in my head. So there are a few important things that we need to ask ourselves. Are you going to get more Sacreds? Meaning, is there a chance you're going to get more Sacreds? Meaning, are you farming Ultra Nightmare and Nightmare? If the answer is no, it's not worth the risk. I usually like to be around 6 Sacreds, but probably more, going into a summon rush per fusion. And we don't know, for the first time in a long while, we don't even have any speculation of what the champion chase is going to be about when this comes around. So for the fusion, so we don't know if it's going to be ancients, sacreds, like we just don't know. So, hell, it could be voids back to back for all we know. So, if you really want Thor, if he's going to help your account, then I would save your shards based on the information that you gave me on your account. Assuming that you are not a spender that would also spend to complete, to get extra sacreds to finish out the account or anything. This is one of those fusions where if you miss one thing, you're screwed, so I'd just be overly prepared. Yeah, Nick put it best. All right. I wanted to show you guys, because you guys helped me build this, and then I never showed you the final product, but here's our Emic now. I did up his his resistance, but this was after I did the run. So he had really, really low resistance for the entirety of the run. I got to pour a roll on that too, so I need to re-roll this, but... and I don't have a resistance version of this banner, unfortunately. I would love to have one, but I do not currently have one. But I am able to get him in 9-piece. So his taunt did get taken one time because he didn't have the resistance, and it happened to be unprotected, but still. That damage output gave me 1.18 billion on a Hydra clan boss, which is currently enough for first place within my own clan. Sorry. First place on normal. I will specify. I did the most on normal by a couple million. Poor Mards, no blessings on the Trunda. That stinks. Well, if you use that 1,000 energy you have just sitting there, you could allow you to re-roll that Ascension to resist if you do Shogun. I know. But then you guys are just watching me run a dungeon. Is that what you want to see? I am about to end stream though, so here here we go. Wait, no, yeah. I'm boycotting on my main account. I'm not doing Sand Devil. Truth be told, I'm saving for Harima, actually, more than anything else. I'm just worried they're gonna nerf Trunda. I know they haven't yet, but just something tells me that I don't want to go all in there. And I'm still building, like right now, if I wanted, like where this energy should go on this account is in campaign and building up my damn team to do exactly what I'm doing over on the main account right now. So getting these champions leveled up. So close though. Oh, because the 6-star blessing on Trunda? Because I'm at 5 stars? All right. So this one, I've used all of my energy, but you can see I've gained 852. So I'm already halfway through what I need for Sand Devil on the Ninja account. And I'm not doing it on the free-to-play or the main account. Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm close to getting her. I'm 5 stars, but I'm not close to affording it, is the problem. And like, even if I was to buy, I can only buy 37 of them. So, you know, you're talking, what is it, like 300 of these or some crazy ass number? So, yeah, I've got enough to concert 37. Nah, I don't have anywhere near what I need, man. Yeah, I mean, there is the possibility that, like, I just. You know, I don't necessarily have to do a full purge like when I'm clicking. It's just faster for this short amount of reference. What account am I on? Is my Acrisia already 3 stars? Is that why that's sitting there? Definitely on my main account. I'm not crazy. I don't have this much room on the free to play. So 4,700. Xing out of that so I don't accidentally click sell all. 4,700 divided by 50. That's 94 more. Yeah, that's not gonna be enough. Okay, wait. Awaken. Okay, so she's already 3 stars, my Acrisia. Yes. Okay. Why am I keeping that soul? For Acrisia number 2? Sure. Maybe I get Acrisia number 2. I was going to say tomorrow, but I don't think I'll have enough shards. I'm good. Pretty. That's not great on Mercy, if we're honest with each other, right? It took me a long time to get that floor, so we're not pulling unless I have anything over 120. I'm not pulling. Here's the thing. It makes no sense for them to throw this 2x in there. I'm only speculating. I think a guaranteed void is coming. Like, why would you throw a 2x in the middle of the week right before a fusion? Like, I think there's a guaranteed void. Is it Odin? Probably not, honestly, because that'd be a little sketch, but they've done sketchier things. Let's see. They should do tourney for Shogun, same as they do for Sand Devil. They've done a couple of them, but they don't do them anymore. I think because Shogun is too easy. Would it be worth to buy an Eternal Soulstone or buy tokens for an early game account? The official recommendation for how to manage the Altar of Souls is for free to play is to buy the souls in here. So, and save every single one of these coins except for these. You don't save the Mortal Soul coins because you can't do anything with them other than open Mortal Soul Stones. So you just buy these up every time. This is redundant. I don't know why they even bother having this as a coin. Regardless, these ones, you save all of them. And you basically, the recommended way, not how I recommend it, this is the, what's the efficient way, is to say you pick one champion, you say, I want that champion to become 6-star fully blessed. Let's say Ninja. I'm gonna try and bring my voice down a little bit. Because I don't want to piss my wife off. So let's say that you want a 6-star Ninja Soul. Then that's it. That's all you're looking for in the Soul Merchant. You see a 6-star Ninja Soul or a 1-star Ninja Soul, you buy it. You see a 2-star Ninja Soul, you buy it. You see a 3-star Ninja Soul, you buy it, right? And you save everything up here, these two, to only buy these, to buy these. That is considered to be the more efficient way, but it's not fun. And so, as far as like what you do with the stuff that you pull, I mean, you still keep that stuff, right? But there could be ones that you might be willing to part with or whatever. Correct. Like Skydoodle said, one champion at a time. You don't try and get all of them. You say, I want to 5, 6-star soul this champion. That's what I'm gonna do, and you do it. And you don't buy immortals. You don't buy eternals. Everything is saved up, and you only wait until they show up in. And like this is gonna take you 6 months. Like this is a long process, and it's just the easiest way. Simultaneously, you're also going to get lucky with your mortals potentially, in that way. So it's not a completely like out of realm of possibility that you get lucky, but generally speaking, you're looking to get lucky. And then as far as when you spend the mortals and immortals that you get from events, I think would be during a boosted event where you can double dip. But you would want to save those to get you really good boosted events. For me, it depends on the champion. So on the main account, I had 2 6-star mythical souls, one for Crixia and one I think for Galathir. It could have been someone else, but I sold both of them because selling both of them gave me a big boy one, and I pulled it and got nothing. But yeah, that was maybe it wasn't Galathir because it was when they were very new. So it might have been Mezamel or I don't think it was Androck. It could have been a Sigfriend. I don't think it was a Laz. You know what? It might have been a Lazarius actually, because I remember being like two of the best potential souls for best mythicals that I'll never pull, right? So, speaking of, let's take a look at the shop. You got any of them primal deals for me? Nope. They had that one primal deal yesterday, but I was like, I'm not buying energy. Like I want to buy your primal deal, but you're offering it at a rate that I'm not. Like I'll pay $5 a primal, but I'm not gonna pay $6 a primal to get energy or gems. Like, hey, to each their own, vodka. I agree wholeheartedly with that sentiment. But I also, until you, Alfie makes a good point. Well, here's the thing. I don't tell people how, well, I do tell people how to play, I guess. But if you have a methodology that works for you and it's fun, That's more important than anything else. At the end of the day, this is a video game, right? You don't have to play the same way as everybody else. I don't do the most efficient bullshit stuff, right? Like, I don't do that. I spend these on soulstones because they're more fun, plain and simple. I don't run the super hyper efficient game on any of my accounts, right? Even my free to plays, I do some things more efficiently than others, but I'm not super hardcore about that. As long as you're having fun, that's what matters. So, um, but my mentality on it is eventually I'm going to get a mythical, and right now, as long as it's one of these, I have a head start on that mythical. So, um, a Lazarius would be big, a Gizmac would be big. Crixia only at 2-star, but Crixia is just so damn good. Um, Although she's slightly lower on my tier list, right? No, she's not. No, she would still be really good. I don't know that I'd be excited about Mezimel. Maybe Frolny, but I don't know. Sigfriend, I would be stoked about. I feel like she's like good in niche stuff, right? Like, what are the official rankings on Mythicals? I don't know. I don't buy shards, so my chance to ever see what I pull with the number of champions. What? I don't buy shards, so my chance to ever see what I pull with the number of champions in the game. Yeah, you just broke my brain. So, sorry? Oh, Alfie, you were in chat. Awesome. I don't know if you subscribed because you watched a video or because you were watching me live today, but thank you for subscribing. I had thanked you earlier, and I didn't realize you were actually in chat. Because a lot of my subscriptions that happen while I'm streaming are from people that are watching a video at the time of me streaming. Speaking of videos, I have 2 recordings that I need to post, and I don't want to be up beyond 1 o'clock because I would get in trouble with my wife. So we're going to go ahead and end stream now. I have some steak tips that I want to eat, and I also want to stress Vodka and make him rush to type his sentence that I won't read. Because I love to mess with Vodka. Um, Listen, I will be live tomorrow night and pulling shards. I'm very excited about that. All the more reason why I need to get these videos uploaded. And if I save a bunch of souls, my chance to ever pull the champion is extremely low. Yeah, no, I hear you, man. Again, to each their own. I think for me, if I was to pull Supreme Kale, I would be very upset that I didn't have the 5-star soul on him, or a duplicate Acrizia. Because I would build 2 Acrizias. Am I wrong for that? That's not crazy, right? Like that would be good, right? Anyways, yeah, because he's fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, looking forward to streaming tomorrow. I love shard pull days. I'm very excited. Those videos do well for me too. But thank you for everybody that has been hanging out with me tonight. This is one of my biggest night streams I've had. I think we were up to possibly, what was my highest peak viewer count? Probably like 25, I think. 27 there. Yeah, but that was for a night stream. Most of my viewers are usually here for the day streams. We're going to bring those back for 2 days this week, doing account takeovers, which I honestly, oh, please don't torture me while I do those, guys, because I get what he's saying. I'm not discounting what he's saying. Um, I don't know about that. That's a hot take, my friend. And the reason that I say that is the proof is in the pudding. This is an AoE multi-hitter. This is a single target hit. Now, granted, 20 million of Archer's damage is from Newt, but no, I get that standard DPS is gonna beat her, and I get that I have better teams than what I'm running. I'm just saying, in this particular team, if I put a second Acrisia in it, aside from the decreased defense that Newt brings, I think the two Acrisias do more damage. His multiplier is a lot better, though, because he does full damage on his all 3 hits, where she doesn't rarely ever hits full damage. I'd have to bring decreased defense and weaken. All right, you're gonna drag me down a rabbit hole, Sky, and I got to get going. Do me a favor tonight, please keep reminding people to not set, because I didn't talk about it in my video for the clan, so that's on me. Like, we're not going to punish anybody for it, but we need to get that message out there to not set reserve teams unless you're Bonk, Mards, Sky, me, Nozarashi, you know. Like, we can't have... So, by the way, I know you're in here, Myth Chaser. If you have set a reserve team, unset that shit before you go to bed tonight, because we don't want it to get used. You may already have done that, but it's something that I was supposed to talk about in the video, and I completely forgot about, and I am mad at myself for it. So, all right, I'm gonna head out. I want to eat this steak, and I have to upload these videos, and I'm probably gonna have to shut down Raid while I do it, so it doesn't take 3 hours for a video. I really need to get this team done. I'm probably going to do this team over the next 2 days and try to level them up. Do I have... All right, I'm going to go. Bye, guys.